Ukraine's worst fears are rapidly materializing. In a desperate struggle to retain ground, Russian armed forces have made significant advances across several fronts in Sumy Oblast, setting the stage for a potential breakthrough that could alter the trajectory of the war. Apti Alaudinov, commander of the Akhmat Special Forces, confirmed to TASS that Russian forces are targeting critical Ukrainian positions, particularly in the Kursk region, where they aim to drive Ukrainian troops from 3 key settlements. The battle is intensifying, and Ukraine is bracing for the worst. The conflict has turned even more brutal, as Alaudinov revealed harrowing reports from Sudzha, a town caught in the crossfire. We have recorded a large number of murdered civilians in the Sudzha agglomeration. There were also those tortured, raped, and left with the most brutal signs of torture, Alaudinov stated. These revelations highlight the horrific human toll the war continues to exact. Meanwhile, a missile strike on a Ukrainian security service, SBU, and intelligence, GUR, deployment area resulted in the neutralization of up to 170 Ukrainian soldiers and foreign mercenaries, according to the Russian Ministry of Defense. Russian forces, aided by artillery and aviation, have inflicted heavy damage on Ukrainian military assets near key locations such as Gornal, Guyevo, and Oleshnia, further escalating the conflict. Russian forces continue their march through Sumy and Donetsk, with the Seva group of forces securing the liberation of Veselovka. Despite heavy Ukrainian resistance, the ministry confirmed that operations to neutralize Ukrainian formations in the Kursk region and beyond are ongoing. In just the past 24 hours, more than 190 Ukrainian troops have been lost, along with significant losses in military equipment, including tanks, armored vehicles, and artillery. The staggering toll on Ukrainian forces speaks to the ferocity of the Russian offensive. Since the conflict escalated in Kursk, Ukrainian forces have lost more than 70,000 troops and thousands of pieces of military equipment, underscoring the relentless pressure they are under. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky expressed frustration with the situation on the ground. He called for a response to Russian strikes that continue to escalate across the country. Earlier in the day, Russian drone attacks devastated Dnipro, killing 4 people, while another strike on Kryvyi Rih left 9 injured. Zelensky condemned the scale of Russia's latest offensive, speaking on X, formerly Twitter.
Last night, there were 172 strike drones in total, more than 100 sea shakes. In fact, every day now there are such large-scale strikes of drones, also missile threats, ballistics. It must be understood that these are Russian strikes, and not only on our people, but also on all international efforts, on diplomacy, which we are trying to complete this war. Russia makes these strikes on the positions of everyone who wants to end the war. It is impossible to ignore 100 sea shakes every night. We expect a reaction, a serious reaction.
Despite these setbacks, Russian forces have made significant territorial gains. The Russian Ministry of Defense proudly reported the liberation of both Panteleimonovka in Donetsk and Shabaki in the Zaporozhye region, adding to the list of recovered territories. As Russian forces continue their offensive, the situation in Ukraine grows increasingly dire.